Hello, everyone. I'm Kyle Kramer, the CEO of the Earth and Spirit Center, and I'm joined today by Zoom by Phil Lloyd Sidle. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Kyle.
Phil is an instructor for the Earth and Spirit Center, and he's going to be teaching a class starting on May 3rd called Beginning the Meditation Journey, Deepening Our Awareness and Compassion. So, Phil, I wanted to jump on the Zoom line with you and find out a little bit more about you and a little bit more about this course. So can you give folks, I know that you and I recently had a podcast conversation, so spoiler alert, I know a lot of your background, and I would encourage folks to find that on the Earth and Spirit podcast feed because it was a great long form conversation. But for those who haven't yet heard that one, Phil, can you just give the thumbnail sketch of your background as a meditator, as a meditation teacher?
Sure. And Kyle, it's great to be here. And I really enjoyed the podcast as well. Um, so this class is going to be a brief 5-week class on meditation, which over the course of my own life has been just a huge resource for me in my life. I'm a retired Methodist and Presbyterian minister and served a lot of my adult life as a minister. Also worked at the Center for Women and Families, our regional rape crisis and domestic violence program. And meditation over the course, I'd say, of the last 25 years has become increasingly an important part of my life. I'm now currently the teacher at Louisville Vipassana Community, which is Vipassana is a word for insight meditation. It's a pretty secular, wonderful group of people who gather weekly for meditation and Dharma talks. And I'm one of the people who gives Dharma talks.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd like to point out something that I think is important for folks to note, and that is that yes, you come from a background of Christian ministry in these mainline Protestant traditions, but that you're also heavily involved with as a teacher in a secular mindfulness community. And I think that just underscores the point that these mindfulness practices that you'll be teaching and that we teach generally at the Earth and Spirit Center, they are open to folks of all faith persuasions, no faith persuasion, and we do that because we know they work, even apart from any kind of doctrine or dogma that they may be attached to. So I know that that's your approach, and I just want to highlight that for the viewers of this short video. That
Thanks for clarifying that, Kyle. Yeah, I want to be sure that we're talking a practice, we're talking a support to your life, a support to your own faith. A deepening, as the title suggests, a deepening of our capacity for compassion, for care for each other, care for the earth, care for ourselves. And so, yeah, this is open to anyone who is at all interested in exploring a profound, capacity that we each have to be attentive to our lives and to love them.
Yeah. Well, I love how you framed that, because the way you've described that resonates so deeply with the core of our mission commitments, which are using contemplative practices like mindfulness to come into right relationship with your own self and inner life, but also into right relationship, loving relationship with others for the sake of communal health, and with the more than human world, the non-human world of our biosphere and ecology. And I know that those are all key priorities for you, and it sounds like you'll touch on them in this class. And I'm looking at the course description right now, and I love this quote that you have in the description where you describe people as not being problems to be solved, but rather our spiritual life and our journeys are about uncovering the fundamental blessing and restoring right relationships. So I think it'd be a beautiful journey to take for 5 weeks. And I invite everybody to that. Again, this is the course name, Phil, that you'll be teaching is Beginning the Meditation Journey, Deepening Our Awareness and Compassion. This is for folks, I assume, who have high interest, but perhaps zero experience with meditation, or maybe those who have had some instruction in the past, but maybe need a refresher or some kind of new perspective.
Very much so. Yeah, definitely this is an introduction. But as all of us who have been meditating even for a long time know, a reinvigoration is important as well and always welcome. So if you are a meditator, you're certainly invited. I'd like to underscore three things, if I may, Kyle,
Sure.
real quickly. A lot of this will be practice. It's not going to be theory. And our practice will consist of largely sitting meditation, but also we will have some movement, particularly walking. And weather permitting, I would love for us to be outside. And lastly, that said, some people feel that their physical constraints make meditation hard or impossible or are scared by it. And I would really like to issue an invitation to all bodies, um, whether you feel that you're physically able or whether you've got some other issues that keep you from exploring this particular modality. Uh, we will work with all people, all bodies,
Mm.
and try to make this a safe and engaging place.
Mm. Well, I'm so excited about this offering, and I'm so glad for you to name the inclusivity that we strive for here, not just of various bodies, but of various um, uh, states and stations in life. And I think you made such a good point, Phil, that meditation, at the end of the day, theory is important, but practice is essential.
Yeah,
And that meditation is certainly not just sitting on some esoteric cushion with a contorted kind of body position, but it can and should happen anywhere and everywhere in all kinds of different modalities. It
right.
doesn't have to be confined to anything like formal practice. So we're, again, so excited. Folks, this class starts on Wednesday evenings, May 3rd, from 7 to 8:30 in the evenings. Again, it's a 5-week course. You can learn more about this class at earthandspiritcenter.org. Thanks so much, Phil.
Thanks, Kyle.